Muhammad Ali. Just hearing his name makes you think of boxing, right? The fastest hands, the fancy footwork, the way he could float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. He was a champion in the ring, that's for sure. But he was also a champion outside of it. A lot of people knew about his big personality, and how he stood up for what he believed in. But there were other things about Ali that many people didn't see. Quiet acts of kindness that he never wanted anyone to know about. He wasn't just a boxer throwing punches. He was a person with a giant heart, always ready to help someone in need. This is a story about one of those times, a story that shows the real Muhammad Ali, the one who cared deeply about others, especially kids. One day, someone from a special group called the Make-A-Wish Foundation reached out to Ali. This group helps kids who are very sick have a wish come true. They try their best to make something amazing happen for these brave children. Ali often helped them out because he believed every child deserved happiness, no matter what. He knew he could use his fame to bring smiles to their faces, and that was something he always wanted to do. When the Make-A-Wish people told him about a particular little boy, Ali knew he had to do everything he could to help. This boy's wish was a big one, and it touched Ali's heart right away. So, what was this special wish? The little boy, whose name was Timmy, was very, very sick. He had a disease that the doctors couldn't fix, and he spent most of his time in the hospital. But Timmy wasn't sad all the time. He loved to watch boxing on TV, and his favorite boxer of all time was Muhammad Ali. Timmy knew all of Ali's fights. He could even do an impression of Ali's famous shuffle. More than anything, Timmy wished he could see Ali fight in person, to feel the excitement of the crowd and watch his hero do what he did best. That was Timmy's dream, to witness the magic of Muhammad Ali in the boxing ring. When Ali heard Timmy's wish, he didn't hesitate for even a second. "Of course, I'll make it happen," he said. It wasn't a question, it was a promise. The problem was, Ali's next fight was in a different state, far away from where Timmy lived. That didn't stop Ali. He told his team to arrange everything. He wanted Timmy and his family to be there, no matter what it took. He knew that getting Timmy to the fight wouldn't be easy, but he was determined to make this little boy's dream a reality. Ali believed that even the smallest act of kindness could make a huge difference in someone's life. Soon, a private plane was ready to take Timmy and his mom and dad to the city where Ali was fighting. For Timmy, it was like a dream come true. He had never been on a plane before, and now he was flying to see his hero. He looked out the window and saw the clouds below, like fluffy cotton candy. He could barely contain his excitement. His parents were so happy to see him smiling and laughing. They knew how much this meant to him, and they were so grateful to Ali for making it possible. The flight was smooth, and before they knew it, they had arrived. A car was waiting to take them to their hotel. The hotel wasn't just any hotel. Ali had made sure they had the best suite, a huge room with soft beds and a great view of the city. There were even balloons and toys waiting for Timmy. He couldn't believe how fancy it was. His mom and dad were amazed, too. They had never stayed in a place like this before. Ali wanted them to feel special and comfortable. He knew that Timmy needed to rest before the big fight, so he made sure everything was perfect. He wanted this to be a trip that Timmy and his family would never forget, a break from the hospital and worries. It was all thanks to Ali's big heart. The day of the fight arrived, and Timmy was so excited he could barely eat his breakfast. Then came the biggest surprise of all. Instead of just sitting in the audience, Ali arranged for Timmy to walk into the arena with his team. Imagine that. Timmy, holding hands with one of Ali's strong, friendly helpers, walked right through the cheering crowd. People were clapping and shouting Ali's name, and Timmy felt like he was part of the show. He was wearing a special jacket just like the team, and he felt like he was on top of the world. This was even better than he had ever dreamed. He was part of Team Ali. The arena was buzzing with excitement. The lights were shining bright, and the crowd was roaring. Timmy sat ringside, so close to the action he could almost touch the ropes. He watched as Ali danced around the ring, throwing punches and dodging blows. He could hear the smack of the gloves and the shouts of the crowd. It was even more amazing than he had imagined watching it on TV. He cheered for Ali with all his might, waving his little fist in the air. He was so caught up in the moment, so thrilled to be there, that he forgot all about being sick. For those few hours, Timmy was just a regular kid, enjoying the thrill of a lifetime. After the fight, which Ali won, something even more amazing happened. Ali came over to Timmy and gave him his boxing gloves. They were sweaty and worn, but to Timmy, they were the most precious things in the world. He held them tightly, his eyes wide with amazement. He couldn't believe that his hero, Muhammad Ali, had given him his own gloves. It was a gift he would treasure forever. Timmy's parents took a picture of him holding the gloves, a moment they would always remember. It was a symbol of Ali's kindness and Timmy's unwavering admiration. But the surprises didn't stop there. Ali invited Timmy and his family backstage. Timmy got to meet Ali up close and personal. They sat together and talked for almost an hour. Ali didn't just sign autographs or pose for pictures. He really talked to Timmy, asking him about his favorite things and telling him stories about his own life. He listened carefully to everything Timmy said. He made Timmy feel like he was the most important person in the world. Timmy was so happy he could barely speak. It was a dream come true to actually talk to his hero, to have him listen and care. It was a moment he would cherish forever. That trip to see Ali changed Timmy. He was happier and more energetic than he had been in a long time. He talked about the fight and meeting Ali constantly, telling everyone he knew about his amazing adventure. He showed off the boxing gloves with pride, keeping them safe and sound. He even started trying to box like Ali, practicing his footwork and throwing punches in the air. The memory of meeting his hero gave him strength and hope, even when he was feeling sick. It was like a light had been lit inside him, a light that Ali had helped to spark. Sadly, Timmy's illness was very serious, and he passed away later that year. It was a very sad time for his family and friends. But even though he was gone, the memory of meeting Ali lived on. His mom told everyone that in his final days, Timmy often talked about the fight and the time he spent with his hero. He would smile whenever he remembered Ali giving him the gloves and listening to him so carefully. That special trip had brought him so much joy in his last months. Even though his life was short, he had experienced something truly amazing, something that made him incredibly happy. Timmy's mom often shared a special story about his final moments. She said that just before he passed away, Timmy was very weak, but he still managed to smile. When she asked him what he was smiling about, he whispered, "I met my hero." Those were some of his last words. He died with a smile on his face, knowing that he had met the person he admired most in the world. This shows how much of an impact Ali had on Timmy's life. Meeting Ali wasn't just a fun day out. It was a moment that brought him peace and happiness in his final days. It was a memory he carried with him until the very end. This beautiful story about Ali and Timmy didn't become a big news story. Ali never told anyone about it. He didn't want any praise or attention for what he did. The only people who knew were the hospital staff who had helped care for Timmy. They quietly shared the story among themselves, amazed by Ali's kindness. They knew that he had made a real difference in Timmy's life, not just for a day, but forever. Ali's generosity wasn't about getting his name in the papers. It was about helping a little boy who needed it. That's what made it so special. It was a genuine act of compassion, done without any expectation of reward. That's just the kind of person Ali was. He didn't need applause or awards to do the right thing. He believed that helping others was its own reward. He truly cared about people, especially kids. He wanted to use his fame and fortune to make a positive difference in the world, one small act of kindness at a time. He wasn't looking for attention, he was simply following his heart. He understood that even a small gesture could have a huge impact on someone's life, and he wanted to be that positive force. His focus was always on the person he was helping, not on himself. So, when we remember Muhammad Ali, let's not just think about the boxing matches and the famous quotes. Let's also remember the quiet acts of kindness, The moments when he used his fame to bring joy to others, like he did for Timmy. These are the things that truly define his legacy. He taught us that being a champion isn't just about winning fights. It's about using your power to make the world a better place. It's about caring for others, being generous, and spreading kindness wherever you go. It's about making a difference in someone's life, even if no one else knows about it. That's the real Muhammad Ali, a champion of compassion. Muhammad Ali was famous for his boxing skills, his strong words, and his confident personality. But his true greatness came from his kindness and his willingness to help others, especially those who were sick or in need. He showed us that even the smallest act of compassion can have a huge impact on someone's life. He proved that being a hero isn't just about winning, it's about caring. He left a legacy of love, generosity, and quiet strength that inspires us all to be better people. He taught us that true champions fight not just for themselves, but for others. Let's all try to be a little more like Ali, spreading kindness and making the world a brighter place. Muhammad Ali was more than just a boxer. He was a hero in and out of the ring. He showed us that true strength isn't just about physical power, it's about the strength of your heart and your willingness to help others. The story of Ali and Timmy is just one example of the many ways Ali touched people's lives. He used his fame and fortune to make the world a little bit brighter, and that's something we can all learn from. He wasn't perfect, but he always tried to do what was right. He taught us to be kind, to be generous, and to never forget the importance of helping those in need. That's the legacy of Muhammad Ali, a true champion of the world.